Now, if you're like me and take issue with Hundertwasser using the word man instead of the word humankind in two of his quotes that I mentioned, or you have other reasons not to choose him for your research page, there are lots of alternative artists you can use instead. So do not panic. Here are a few alternatives. Andy Warhol, Bob and Roberta Smith, Bridget Riley, Chris Ofili, Frida Kahlo, Grayson Perry, Judy Chicago, Kara Walker, Keith Haring, Louise Bourgeois, Marcel Duchamp, and Yayoi Kusama. After you've chosen your own artist and have made your own research page, the next stage is to create a more personal response to the artist's work in your sketchbook. I'm going to create a watercolour painting in the style of Hundertwasser using my own personal portrait and landscape. In order to do your own personal version, use your phone or device to select a personal photograph of a face and a piece of architecture or a landscape. Here's an accidental selfie and a picture of the art department which currently is outside my safe zone. I'm going to start by drawing out the architecture across the double page using a pencil. Start off loose and light and get bolder when the shapes start to come together in a good position on the page. Consider the proportions carefully, but don't worry too much about the tonal values. Next, the face needs to be superimposed over the top of the architecture or landscape. With this portrait, I'd start from the middle and advise you not to be too obsessive about getting a likeness. This face will become camouflaged in amongst the background. As you can see, I started from the eye in a prominent part of the architecture and worked my way towards the edges. For the colour scheme, lines and complex patterns, I'll take my cue from Hundertwasser's One of Five Seamen. With clashing colours, again I start with the eyes and work my way around the face. Anytime the face interacts with the architecture, I acknowledge the instance by fragmenting the face with extra patterns and delineations. An aim of mine is to create an even spread of my colour palette, which includes ultramarine blue, crimson, cadmium red and yellow, sap green, yellow ochre, burnt sienna, burnt umber and black. I use Hundertwasser's Rebellion of the Grid to help with the colours and patterns for the sky. I then continue on to the tiles of the roof and the rest of the structures. Every part of the composition should be painted and there should be no dead white space remaining. The page should be covered in colours and patterns. That's how to create a personal response to Hundertwasser's paintings.